So we've got a few extra faces joining us tonight for this workout. So this is our normal bread and butter coaching club Tuesday at 5:30 workout. In this specific month, we're doing a total body workout, which just means that all of the strength exercises we're going to do tonight cover all the muscle groups in our whole body, which is great. In other months, we do upper and lower body split, and we change that up every 30 days. How this workout is going to go is we are going to warm up for about 3 to 5 minutes, get the blood flowing, do a little bit of rehearsal for what's coming up next. We're going to do our big meat and potatoes of the strength workout. I'll explain all those exercises as we go through them, and then a little cool down at the end, and then you're done, ready to go back to your normal life. So come on down onto your hands and knees, and we're gonna just start with 5 cat-cows. So your hands are underneath your shoulders, your knees are underneath your hips. You're gonna take a big inhale in, drop your belly, and look forward, and then exhale, tucking the tailbone and rounding all the way up. Then you're gonna inhale, drop that belly, looking up, spreading the sit bones, and exhale, tucking the tailbone, rounding up through your back. Inhale, dropping down. Then exhale, arching up like a Halloween cat. We'll do this 2 more times. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, arching up. 1 more. Inhale, drop down. Exhale, rolling up. And then we're going to settle right in between the 2 extremes. And you're going to take your hands and you're going to walk over to one side, kind of like you're a dog looking for your tail, and then walk over to the other side. So you're getting a nice stretch on the side of your torso. Walking over to that first side, we're going to end up doing 5 on each side of this move. Nice lateral side body stretch. Good, good. Let's do a couple more on each side. Just keeping those shoulders nice and relaxed. 1 more on each side here. And then we're going to come up to a half kneeling position. So that means one foot's going to go in front of the other. We're going to get our hands on our hips. Now take your back toe and kind of swing it in a little bit, okay? And then you're going to imagine that you have a big hula hoop on your hips, and you're drawing big hip circles. So it helps to wake up hip flexor, inner thigh. Should feel really nice. So I love doing this warm up before we do squats, and we've got a couple different squat variations on the menu today. So keep going on this leg, but switch directions. So circle in the other direction. Big old circle. So for those of you who joined us yesterday for the 20-minute metabolic workout, that one was a little shorter, a little more intense. This one is more of a strength-based workout. So we're going to be together for about 40 minutes. Let's switch over to our other side. So other knee comes up. Bring that back toe in just for a little bit of stability and get your hip circles going on. And not saying that the workout isn't going to be tough, but it's just not going to be as breathless as our Monday metabolic session. That one's short, sweaty, and breathless. This one's a little longer and a little bit more muscle-based. So switch directions with your hip circles. And we're focusing a bit more on strength training tonight. Big circles through those hips, opening up hip flexor and inner thigh. Okay, guys, let's make our way up to standing. We're going to take our elbows up just to 90 degrees like this, and we're going to open and close. Cuban press helps to wake up the rotator cuff, 4 small muscles that stabilize your shoulder. Really great exercise, warm up to do before any shoulder work. Okay, we got 1 more warm-up move for today. It's a side lunge and crossover, helping to open up our hips. So just start by taking a nice big step to the side. Okay, this is your side lunge. You're bending your outside leg, your inside leg staying pretty straight. And then we're going to take this leg and we're going to cross it all the way over and let our hips kind of swing to this side. Yeah. So big stretch on the inner thigh, and then big stretch on the outer hip. Inner thigh and outer hip. So if you want to make this a bit more fun, then you add your arms. This is about as complicated as we're going to get today. Side lunge and crossover, so big side body stretch, crossing that foot from one side to the other. Let's do 2 more. Oh yeah. Great warm up for the hips and the pelvic floor. And we'll switch to the other side. So just start off with that side lunge. Just get that move first. Feeling a nice pull down your inner thigh. Yep, just like that. And then we're going to take this outside leg and we're going to cross it over, let our hips kind of swing. Nice stretch through the lateral hip. Exactly. Good, good. And then take those arms and you're going to do your side body stretch. Exactly. This also intensifies the stretch at your hips. Nice work. Keep reaching those hands up for the ceiling. Let's do 2 more on this side. Last one. Okay, we're ready to get into the fun stuff. So first exercise tonight is a goblet squat. So I want you to find a medium to heavy dumbbell. This is going to be anywhere from 10 to 30 pounds based on your strength. And we're going to set up our first move. So we're doing supersets tonight, which means we'll do 2 exercises back to back, 15 reps of each for 3 rounds, and then we'll go on to the next 2 exercises, okay? So first move for today is our goblet squat. We're holding that dumbbell right at our collarbone, squeezing those elbows in. Toes are turned out just slightly. We're gonna kind of sit down into our squat and then press the floor away. So you are counting 15 reps. You can come along with me, of course, but you might be a little faster or a little slower than me. So you may choose to count your own repetitions as well. We're 7 deep, 8 to go. Good job. Press those big toes and baby toes and heels into the ground. Nice work. Those hips are feeling good from the warm-up. Couple more. And last one. Okay, let's find the heaviest dumbbell that you've got. I mean, that's relative too, right? A heavier dumbbell, 15 to 30 pounds. And you're gonna set yourself up close to your bench or your chair or whatever ledge you're gonna use, okay? So hand is going onto the bench. My back is nice and flat. This is a 1-arm row. So I'm gonna pull the dumbbell right beside my torso. Come with me when you're ready. 15 reps on each side. Good job, guys. Nice flat back, working mid-back, back of the shoulder, a little bit of core. Relax those shoulders. And it's almost like you're trying to row that dumbbell sort of to your hip. Helps you to get your back a little bit more. A few more reps here on this side. A little bit of bicep in there as well. Okay, switch to the other side when you're done 15. So get that hand onto your bench. It's taking some weight. Same with the legs. You're making a tripod and then you're pulling that dumbbell right towards your hip. 15 reps. Kind of like you're starting a lawnmower. Great upper body and core exercise. Good job, team. Count those 15 reps. I got 3 left. When you are all done, you're going to go back to that goblet squat for your second set of 3. 15 reps here. So squeeze that dumbbell right in towards the collarbone. Elbows are nice and tight. Toes turned out just slightly. And let's go. Sit down into your squat and press that floor away. 15 reps. Beautiful. So try to keep that chest pretty upright. Not too much collapsing at the hips. Heavy feet into the floor. Press the floor away. Starting to feel those quads and glutes getting a little more fatigued. Beautiful. When you finish that 15th rep, we're going back to the one arm row. So finding that medium to heavy dumbbell, set yourself up, one hand on the bench, strong legs, pull that weight right to your hip. 15 times. You got it, guys. So the legs get a little break while the upper body works. Great job. Finishing off round 2. Woo! When you get to 15, switch sides. So yeah, lots of mid-back, a little bit of core, a little bit of biceps, all working together in this move. Now, if you start to feel like your low back is getting kind of achy, take a bit more weight into your legs. All right, that's a great way to get your legs to do a bit more work than your back. Exhale as you pull up. Great job, team. Finish off those 15 reps. Woo! And then you're back to goblet squat for round 3. One more time for each of these moves, and we're moving on. Toes turn out slightly. Let's do it. So obviously we're not taking a lot of rest in between these 2 exercises. We're doing that so that we keep our heart rate a little bit higher, get some conditioning benefits out of this exercise. Heavy feet into the floor. Halfway there, guys. Looking good. Push those big toes into the ground. So good. Woo! When you're done 15, one more set of one arm row, 15 on each side. Great job, team. Then we're kissing these exercises goodbye and we're moving on. Let's do it. Get those feet heavy into the ground. So even weight through your feet and your hand on the bench, or taking a bit more weight into the feet if that low back starts to get achy. Way to go. Push that hand strongly into the bench. Feeling work on the back of that shoulder. Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Woo. When you're done 15, switch sides. So remember, what we're looking for here is by that like 13, 14, 15th rep, it should be feeling hard, right? It should be feeling like, I can't do too many more reps with good form here, or else I need to lift a little lighter. And it's always a little bit of a guessing game as to how much weight you should lift, especially when you're just starting out with strength training or getting into it more regularly. But that goal is to fatigue within that 15 reps. All the way to 15 on your second side. When you're done, you're going to drop this heavy dumbbell, say goodbye to it, and have a quick sip of water, all right? Quick sip of water. We're going to get into our next 2 exercises here, which the first one is going to be a sumo squat with a shoulder press. I'll show you what that looks like. So you'll want medium to light weights for this move. We're going to turn our toes out a little more. Weights are going to go up to the shoulders. We're going to sit down into our sumo squat and then press those weights up overhead. 15 reps for this move. All right, let's set it up. Turn those toes out like a sumo wrestler. Steps into the ring, toes are wide. Weights are resting at the shoulder, challenges your core a bit more. And let's come down into that sumo squat. Then exhale and press the weights up. 15 times. So this is a double whammy exercise. A little bit of lower body, a little bit of upper body. Exhale as you press up. Try not to let those toes dump in or the knees dump in. Nice work. Heels pushing firmly into the ground. You got a few more reps here, unless you're a little faster than me. Woo! When you finish that 15th rep, bring the weights down. So we're gonna move into a hammer curl, which means our palms are gonna be turning inwards like this, and we're gonna be curling the dumbbells up and down. Now, you might need a little heavier weights, or maybe you're good with what you were pressing. Come with me when you're ready. We got 15 reps. So hammer curl, palms are turning in, going for 15 times. Biggest thing on this move, control the weights on the way down, right? So we're not using a lot of momentum on this one. We're keeping those ribs stacked right over the hips, opening the collarbones. Great job. And putting the brakes on the way down. Yes, your biceps already worked in their one arm row. We're finishing them off. Great job, guys. All right, when we hit that 15th rep, we're going back to sumo squat with shoulder press. So set yourself up. Toes turn out nice and wide. So remember, if you're a little slower or a little faster than me, all good. We all start together, we all end together. Let's do it. Count those reps. Sumo squat and press. Great job. Exhale as you press. Now, if you find your weights are a little bit too heavy and you don't have a lighter set, what you can do is drop one weight, hold the ends of another, and that's a great way to lighten up that dumbbell load without having to have a lighter set of weights handy. Yes. All right. When you're done your 15, find those dumbbells for your hammer curl. Now remember, everyone's different. I'm going to lift a little heavier than my press on this one because I didn't really get to fatigue on my last 15 curls. So let's do it. Turning those palms in all the way up, all the way down. Now remember, heavy is relative, right? Heavy might be 5 pounds for one person and 20 pounds for someone else. And it doesn't really matter when the goal is getting to muscular fatigue at the end of those 15 reps. Who cares what you're lifting, as long as it's challenging but doable for you. Oh yeah. Keeping those collarbones open. Finishing strong, few more reps. And then we're going to get into our final set of sumo squat and shoulder press. Da-dum-dum. Turning those feet nice and wide, getting your dumbbells up. Let's do it. So water break after we finish these two final moves of this set. And then we're going to move on to our last two. We're just sailing through tonight. Try not to arch that back too much as you press up. Great job, team. Exhale, push. And remember, if those arms are getting tired and you need to drop your weights, you have options to do that. Finish strong. Few more reps here. And then if you're ahead of me, you're going to that hammer curl, palms facing in. Woo! So good. So good if you like to be sweaty, right? Oh yes. All right, let's finish off these hammer curls before we get down onto the mat for a few more moves here. So if you find that your low back starts to get achy on this move, try to stagger your stance. That helps a lot of people to feel less low back aching. All right, we got 15. Woo! Collarbones open, shoulders relaxed, not using that low back to lift. Way to go. Look good, guys. Push through the burning. And remember, if you need to drop those weights down at any time, you can. Yes. If you're done your 15 reps, drop the weights, grab some water. Beautiful. Okay. Finding water, and we're going to make our way close to the wall. So you may want to drag your mat a little closer to your wall because we're going to put our foot up on the wall. Now, if you have done a lot of strength training, this still might be a slightly new move for you. So what we're going to do is we're going to get one foot up on the wall, like so, but you'll see that I've got more than a 90-degree bend at my knee, okay? So this angle of my knee is greater than 90 degrees, all right? I'm lying on my back, and my other leg is going to stay lifted, and I'm gonna lift my heel off the wall. So my toe is pushing into the wall, and it's kind of dragging down the wall, okay? Then my heel is lifted. I'm gonna lift my bum off the mat, like a hip lift. Right away, you're gonna feel that hamstring and glute work. We're on. And now we're gonna lower and lift our heel 15 times. So let that heel kiss the wall 15 times. So you're gonna feel your calf, you're gonna feel your hamstring, you're gonna feel your glutes. You're still dragging that heel down the wall. Slow down that kiss a little bit. It's not like tap, tap, tap. It's a tap and lift. Tap and lift. Got a few more reps to go on this leg. Glutes, hamstrings, calves. Oh my goodness. Okay, switch sides when you're done. 15. All right, set up on the other side. Toe drags down the wall. Heel lifts. Hips are up off the floor. You can reach your arms up or put them down at the side. Lift and lower that heel. Imagine dragging the ball of your foot down the wall. Nice. Try not to get a hamstring cramp. I'm somewhat on the verge of doing that. 15 reps. Lower heel, lift heel. Yes. Relax the shoulders. Slow down that heel kiss onto the wall. Couple more. Yeah. Okay. All right, we're moving on. So, next exercise is called a straight arm plank with knee cross. So for my coaching club members, we haven't done this one in a while. Let's get our hands right underneath our shoulders. So option one for this exercise is to hold a plank from your knees. That's a great option. It's going to be about 45 seconds to hold, or you can hold from your toes, or you can come with me and do the knee cross. We'll do 10 on each side and we're going to alternate. Looks like this. I'm keeping my bum kind of down and I'm crossing my knee towards my opposite elbow. So come with me when you're ready, either holding that plank from the knees or the toes or crossing that knee towards the opposite elbow. We're going for 10 on each side. I'm at my 5 on each side. Halfway there, a little bit of obliques here. Woo. Press those hands into the floor. Press the thumb into the floor. Couple more. Hello, shoulders. And take a break. Yeah. Beautiful. Okay. Back to our heel lift, heel kiss on the wall. So on your back, you've got that greater than 90-degree bend at your knee. Your toe is dragging down the wall. Let's lift our hips and come with me when you're ready. 15 heel kisses. Hello ankle, hello calf, hello hamstrings, glutes. Good, keep those hips lifted. Slow down the kiss. It's a romantic kiss. We need to go with a little slower. It's not a peck. All right. Couple more reps on this side. I hope your quad or your hamstrings are shaking because mine are. And let's switch legs. All right, lift the heel, drag the ball of the foot down, lift the bum up, lower and lift the heel. If you're a runner, this exercise is a great one for you. Or if you have knee pain, this exercise is a great one for you. It really helps to get that whole posterior chain working strong. Oh, goodness me. Calves, hamstrings, glutes. Couple more on this side. Yahoo! When you're done your 15th kiss, when I call it a kiss, it's way more enjoyable. I'm trying to brainwash you. Just kidding. Okay, so pick your poison. You're either planking from your knees or your toes or doing the knee cross for 10 on each side. All right, come with me when you're ready. Either holding or adding that knee cross, knee to opposite elbow. Good, good. 10 on each side, you're alternating. Relax the shoulders. Press the thumbs into the floor. Yep. Try not to have your bum too high in the air. Woo! Finish strong. Couple more on each leg. Yes. And then you're making your way back to our heel lift. One more time through each move, and then we're gonna stretch out. All right. Pick a leg, any leg. Lift that heel, lift the butt, relax the upper body, and give me 15. Whew. Drag that toe down the wall. Keep your bum lifted. Relax the shoulders. Keep breathing. And switch. My coping strategy when things get hard is to laugh, apparently. All right, other side. Heel goes up, hips go up, lower and lift the heel. 15 times. Drag the ball of the foot down the wall. That's going to help you get more hamstring. Relax the shoulders. Home stretch on this one, guys. A few more reps. Yeah. Drag, 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 and rest. All right, final move of the day. Plank from straight arms. Now, when I say press your thumbs into the mat, I mean spread your fingers and literally push that whole thumb, including the part of your hand where your thumb connects to your hand, into the floor, nice and strong. Knees hold, toes hold, or knee cross. Let's do it. 10 on each side. Or holding. It's about 40 seconds duration. Open collarbones. Nice work, guys. A true home stretch. Keep it up. When you finish your 10th rep on each side, drop your knees. Take your knees kind of wide on your mat. Bring your toes together and then pull your bum back. Nice work. Reach those fingers forward. Drop your head down. And take a couple deep breaths. Stay in this position. And let's tent our fingertips. So that means our fingertips are gonna go on the ground and our palms are gonna lift up like we're Spider-Man fingers. We're gonna walk both our hands up and over to the right side, Spider-Man fingers. Helps get a nice big stretch out of those lats. And then we'll walk the spider fingers over to the other side. Get a nice stretch out of our other side lats. Start to feel that breathing slowing down. Now, before we come up to half kneeling, we're going to come right down onto our side. So you're lying on your side, your feet and your knees are bent, and you're going to stack one hand on top of the other. Head is just going to rest down. So let's take this top hand, and it's like you're tracing a big half moon over the top of your head. So your arms kind of outstretch into a T position. And then you're going to walk that hand back. Nice and slow. So this isn't a fast one, it's a slow one. Let's do two more. Big half moon over the head. So chest, shoulders, even the mid back. So if your hand has to come off the ground at any point in time, that's totally cool. We're looking for a pain-free range of motion. Big open. And then close it back down. And then you can switch over to your other side. So you can roll right onto that other side and take 3 big half moons chest openers. Remember, we're going slow and steady here. Oh yeah, we use those shoulders in a couple of our exercises today, so we're opening those guys up. Finish off your 3rd rep. So one more rep here. Nice big inhales and exhales. And then slowly start to make your way up to a half kneeling position. So one knee goes behind you, one knee goes in front. So instead of just kind of dumping into this stretch, we're going to try to keep our ribs stacked right over our hips and let ourselves come forward from the hips instead of from the low back. So feeling a nice stretch on the front of the hip flexor, we're going to reach our arms up. We're going to imagine there's a rope coming down from the ceiling and we're grabbing for that rope. Big reach. Those hips are still coming forward, opening up through that hip flexor. And we're going to switch to our other side. So take your leg back, other foot goes in front. Instead of just dumping into the stretch, keep ribs stacked over hips, and then let that stretch come from the hips. Arms reach up, grabbing for that rope. Helps to get a deep stretch down into your QLs, kind of deep core muscle. All about the side body stretching today. Feels so good. A couple more. And we're going to make our way up to standing. So on your ledge that you were using, coffee table, couch, chair, we're going to put one foot up and we're going to take a little micro bend in our knee. So let's hinge at our hip. And then this is a balance challenge. You're going to wiggle your bum side to side. So you get a nice stretch on all 3 hamstring groups, the medial inside part and middle and lateral. Little wiggle, side to side. And then switch to your other side. Keep that little micro bend in your knee, hinging at the hip just till you feel a gentle pull on the hammy, and then wiggle your butt. So I like to do lots of these wiggle movements and like reaching movements in that hip flexor stretch because It takes a basic static stretch, makes it a bit more dynamic, and helps us to get access to different muscle fibers for more effective mobility. So let's have a seat on this ledge here. And just like you're having a conversation, you're going to cross one foot over your opposite knee. So for some of us, this is going to be enough of a stretch here. We're just going to hang out here. Otherwise, you're going to start to fold to bring your chest a little closer towards that shin. Just looking for a comfortable opening through the glutes. And once again, we're going to start to rock those legs side to side. Little wiggle. Oh yeah, that feels good. Couple more. And then we'll switch over to our other side. So for those of you who are joining us as part of Try Out the Coaching Club class week, I hope you enjoyed yourself. Hope you got sweaty. And as always, if you have any questions, you can type them into the chat box after we're done, or you can send me an email. It's Lana, L-A-N-A, @lastfitness.ca. And the club is open for registration until Thursday night at 10 p.m. Mountain Daylight Time. And we're going to be kicking off our next 30-day program starts September 1st. And we'd love to have you with us. Thanks so much for joining, you guys. I'm going to get this recording up. Nice to see so many familiar faces and new faces. Lovely. Awesome, guys. You're so welcome. Thanks for coming.